What if I told you an entire ocean is being born right now on land?
Not millions of years ago.
Not in some distant past.
Right now.
Deep in East Africa lies a place so extreme, so unstable, that scientists call it the closest thing to Earth tearing itself apart. The ground is cracking, magma is rising, and the chemistry beneath the surface is rewriting the future of our planet. This is the Afar Triangle, a place where continents break, oceans begin, and the rules of geology are exposed in their rawest form.
We're diving into the science behind it.
The anatomy of Earth's widest wound. The Afar Triangle isn't just a desert, it's a tectonic battlefield. Here, three massive plates are pulling away from each other. The Arabian Plate, the Nubian Plate, and the Somalian Plate.
A spectacular view of the East African Rift, where three tectonic plates are slowly pulling apart, revealing the fiery mantle below.
Normally, when tectonic plates split, it happens deep beneath the ocean, hidden from view. But here, the process is exposed, raw, visible. Recent satellite data from 2026 shows something even more dramatic. The region is stretching faster than expected. Volcanic zones like Erta Ale are widening, fissures are expanding, and the crust is thinning at an accelerating pace. Imagine the Earth's surface like a piece of fabric being pulled apart. Eventually, it doesn't just stretch, it rips. And in Afar, that rip has already begun. The signature of the mantle. Now here's where things get fascinating. As the crust thins, it allows something extraordinary to happen. Magma from deep within the mantle rises directly to the surface. But unlike typical volcanic regions, this magma is unusually pure. Why? Because it bypasses the thick continental crust that usually alters its chemistry. That means the lava here closely resembles the material that forms the floor of the Atlantic Ocean. Scientists analyze these rocks using geochemistry, studying their elemental and isotopic composition. What they found is stunning. Basalt forming in Afar is chemically identical to oceanic crust. In other words, the desert floor beneath Afar is already becoming seafloor.
No ocean, yet.
Here, the ancient desert yields to the deep seismic forces below.
Lethal waters and primitive brines. But the story doesn't stop with rock. As in Afar, even the water tells a story. In places like the Dallol hydrothermal fields, you'll find pools of liquid so extreme they look like they belong on another planet. Neon greens, glowing yellows, deep reds, these are hyper-acidic, hyper-saline lakes bubbling with toxic gases. These waters aren't just dangerous, they're chemically unique. Scientists studying them have discovered something remarkable. Their composition closely mimics the mineral ratios of ancient oceans. Underground, aquifers are becoming saturated with salts and elements typically found in seawater. It's as if the chemistry of an ocean is forming before the water even arrives. Even more intriguing, these extreme environments may represent the womb of future ecosystems. The same kinds of chemical conditions that exist in deep-sea hydrothermal vents. Where life thrives without sunlight are already developing here. This could be a preview of how life will adapt when this desert eventually becomes a sea. Violent mechanics at birth. But make no mistake, this transformation isn't gentle, it's violent. When tectonic plates pull apart, the Earth doesn't quietly separate. It fractures, it shakes, it erupts. In Afar, this is seen through seismic swarms, clusters of earthquakes that ripple through the region as the crust cracks open. In one of the most dramatic events ever reported, a 35-mile-long fissure opened in just days. Cracks stretching farther than most cities, appearing almost overnight. This is the Earth in motion. Steam vents top the landscape, releasing gases from magma chambers just kilometers below the surface. Beneath your feet, molten rock is cooling, solidifying, and forming the foundation of a future ocean floor. This is what geologists call rifting, but it's more than just a process. It's the planet giving birth. Map of the sunken future. So what happens next? Eventually, the land here will sink. As the crust continues to thin and separate, the Danakil Depression, one of the lowest points on Earth, will drop even further. And then, water will arrive. The Red Sea, sitting just nearby, will flood into this expanding river. Slowly at first, then more rapidly. Over thousands, maybe millions of years, this region will fill with water, creating a brand new ocean basin. And if this sounds familiar, it should, because this is exactly how the Atlantic Ocean was born. Millions of years ago, it started as a rift between continents. Over time, it widened, flooded, and became the vast ocean we know today. Afar is simply the next chapter in that story. Right now, if you stood in the Afar Triangle, you wouldn't see an ocean. You'd see salt flats, lava fields, toxic lakes, cracked earth. But beneath your feet, the transformation is already complete. Chemistry is there, the structure is forming. The planet has already decided what this place will become. You are standing on the floor of a future ocean. And one day, long after we're gone, waves will crash where desert winds once blew. Continents will shift, maps will change. And this forgotten corner of the world will become the center of a brand new sea.